Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Blaring from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL. There's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Hello again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth with, as always, Charles Davis. Charles, a lot of times in the open, we focus on quarterbacks, running backs. What about the tight ends in the
run and use their body to create bigger plays? Cover them with a linebacker, cover them with a defensive back. Either way, they feel like they have the advantage.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Packers offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with it.
Crash makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He will have a first down here at about the 40.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receiver had and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver, 39 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big-bodied receiver, 79 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Encyclopedia. They'll set up a throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. Boy, lost in the playoffs this year. Don't have a playoff win since 1992. But it was a tough inning.
Back from a tough beginning, working their way into where they looked like they had a chance to win the division. And while they didn't do that, they did get into the playoffs. Despite a myriad of injuries, they think this team has a bright future.
The Packers have added an extra DB on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Third down pass passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
One tight end. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Pistol.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Look. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Let's go. 1-9.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards, oh well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, offense, you're getting down. You might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route. Creates space up front. Really well done.
Forced out to his left, and he slides to avoid the hit. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 23 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 11 yards on the pickup. And the Lions are going to have a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter...
Looks up. Somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big pickup there on the run. 35 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field. and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember.
First half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Back to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up 3rd and goal.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is
On the field here for 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught at the 1. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing.
Pistol here.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Look at the first half highlights. Packers have it at the 40. The pass is complete near the sideline. And he's gone as he sprints to the end zone. That takes the lead up to 7. Taking a look now, early first quarter. Completion will be made here to a wide open man. And it leads to a touchdown. We're tied back up at 7. 3rd down at the 29. The hurry throw would be picked off. Packers take advantage and return it for a touchdown. Packers is up now by 7. Now to late in the first half. The pass will be caught over the middle, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. We're tied up at 17. So that'll do it for us.
The first half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustment.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Defense.
And after a nice game, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted.
And that's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds, to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And a throw right sideline is complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks.
Here wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
After review of the play,
Challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time. As your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football.
Used to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of, they're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation.
Staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game is and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker? When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of
exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29.
Come on, let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have the first down across the. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They like this game, a very big one. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Their big tight end, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now.
Being ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flat.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it?
Take to the offense. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come
about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Look at the 8. Look at the 8. 200 yards. Alert 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches.
Tonight is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 20 for the proper amount of pressure. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but
Here we go.
he's back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it in. Full unit comes out here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was
To go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now they'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding time. Looking deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it...
Points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got one good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And that is incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
Pulled in at the 24. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Packers off.
They become less confident about it. Where do you want it, and what is the range that we need to get into for you to kick?
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game went. Time, 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown.